Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, so a couple like months ago, I was in a program. Um, hey everyone. Sorry. So for the newcomers, I'm gonna briefly describe my experience in the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship. So this is a program developed by a team of the Ethereum Foundation called um, Protocol Support, if I'm not mistaken. It's a team inside the EF that helps delivering some of these programs for general, um, could be education or other type of stuff. Um, this specific program, I'm gonna share the link of my cohort. Give me 1 second. It's aimed towards core development. So to anyone that's interested in like being a core developer, um, this is the program to go. Some people confuse this. Oh, sorry. Where can I send the link?
You can just send it. You can just send, so there's a chat. If you look at the
In
voice
chat.
chat,
Okay.
there's a chat in there. Uh, just one question about core development. So this is about
Sure.
Ethereum core development, like the specification, or to work on the Go client, or to work on something inside the Ethereum Foundation.
Yeah. So it's very general. You you're pretty free of doing whatever project you want to do. So the whole idea behind this is that okay, we will help you towards either being a core developer, like working in a client, or um, providing support to the Ethereum protocol, but the protocol itself. The main difference is okay. So main like um, core developers are working on like clients. This could be either execution clients like Geth, like sorry, this new one made in Rust, Reth. Um, you have the Go implementation. That's the original one, but then you can have like other languages implementations uh, for execution, but also for the consensus layer. So in consensus, you have Lighthouse that's made in Rust. You have um, this client from ChainSafe called Lodestar that's actually made in TypeScript. So yes, if you know JavaScript, you can be a core developer working for or contributing to the Lodestar beacon chain client. Um, or you can either work on some uh, new EIP, like the two biggest EIPs at the moment I did this program were well, of course, the ongoing sharding one. So sharding is having. I want to share this
When we talk about dunk
repository.
sharding, maybe this
Yeah.
is talking about having some sort of multi-finalization, or I could be wrong in saying this, multi-chain approach to the Ethereum protocol, right?
Yeah, in a way, yes. So main um, challenge with this EAP is that there needs to be some data availability sampling made in the protocol, and that's a rough thing. Like basically, that not every Ethereum client has to store the protocol data, but splitting the data in the different in different group of nodes so that nobody has to store the whole chain unless you want to, of course. There's nothing stopping you from having an archive node. You can do that. Um, so what then sharding does, it's gonna make storage in Ethereum much cheaper. So storage will stop being storage will stop being a something that developers will think, oh, this takes too much storage. We shouldn't lead our application this way. So that was one, but then some people worked on account abstraction. That's 4337, if I'm not mistaken. And so neither of these you're working on on a particular client, but you can like do some prototype on for account abstraction. You can do actual like JavaScript code. You can make a wallet to work with that. So it's not everything aimed towards um, client development, but you're pretty sure going to be dealing with protocol level stuff. So none of this is tied to any application.
I understand. I
We
understand.
with yeah, but we never worked with like, okay, I want to make this application on top of Ethereum. It's just I want to contribute to the protocol itself.
So what? How's the application process? How does it work? How many stages? You have to have this idea in mind.
Yeah. So the coolest thing about this program, like in my opinion, this is the best thing. It's totally permissionless. Like like the same way as core development calls are totally permissionless. You can join them. Links are public. Client repositories are open source. Uh, Everything is just that way. So you can apply to the program. For this, it's like you apply to receive funds. It's not like big funds, just stipends if you don't have a job and you want to fund your way through the program. Some people have access to that, so those are permission participants. Um, but like it's not only me, but I wasn't selected for the program. I started making pull requests to the GitHub repository and talked to the team in the protocol Ethereum research and development Discord, and I just did the program. The only difference between me and the other guys was that I wasn't receiving funds for doing it, but still was able to have a mentor and give my updates and request help from the guys that were leading this program.
Ethereum that I don't feel often with blockchains is it seems to me like the Ethereum Foundation really respects the user investments in a way there's always interesting stuff happening, always new research coming. You had any alpha on that during the fellowship, like how they approach, research, how they select good stuff from bad stuff?
I think I got like pretty familiar with how things are done. Um, so that's my alpha, I guess. So everything is in the open. Um, it's just okay. If you want to contribute to a client, you don't have to do this program. This program is a way for maybe people that are curious and don't know how to get in or development to help them. But you don't need this program. You can start. Go to like first. What do you code? Do you do JavaScript? Search for this JavaScript or TypeScript client and see what issues are open and what are good issues, and you can start contributing to an Ethereum client. And in a couple months, you will be doing like core development stuff. Also, if you want to like, if you have an opinion on certain EIP that you think is not the best for the protocol, you can definitely go to the Ethereum Research and Development Discord, go to the channel for that EAP, or that segment in general, and say, hey, why is this way? And I will like to know why are you making this somehow different. So it's all like super open and more democratic in a way.
You know, and regarding, so you say that you had some mentorship. Like, what was the program about? So you guys had a project to build, or you had to work on some objective or something? What was the target, of the fellowship?
Yeah, so how it starts, like the first month. So the program lasts for 4 months, and pretty much the first month, unless you're already a seasoned developer, you will have to do some research because there are certain things of the protocol you just don't know. So I will say that the main entry point is that latest link I sent. It's a file called project ideas. So in this file, you have certain proposals by people, which they will help you achieve this stuff. Um, as you can see, like you have people from client teams, people from the EF. Yeah, some people I don't even know where they're working, so that's good. Um, but so once you decide which kind of idea you want to create, you will put in uh put in contact either directly. You can talk to them or on Discord, or ask for their contact to the teachers or to the leads of the program.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's the main way.
Really nice, man. People that may be hearing you here and do not know you, I'm very happily know Brechy personally, and he's an amazing guy with a lot of crypto knowledge. Being in this, like, not like as an ADPC trying to do some fucking useless shit, but he's been doing like a lot of really relevant, knows a lot of people. Can you explain us, Brechy, a little bit of your crypto story and experience, and what did the fellowship brought that you didn't had seen before?
Yeah. Yeah. So we made the Polkadot Blockchain Academy together. That's how we met. This was a very good experience in which we got to know the. I think that was my first in touch with protocol level stuff. So I get to say, like, I fell in love with protocol development, with blockchain development in general. Before that, I used to work in a wallet, so it was like uh, scratching the surface of blockchain technology. Um, but I think um, what I can get more is like getting 100% into doing protocol level stuff. So I do Rust. I code in Rust, as you know, of course. And I wanted to do something with Rust. So what I saw of these projects, I started trying to do some MEV stuff because MEV is so interesting. But at the same time, I wanted to contribute. Yeah, it is dangerous, but it's a very interesting topic, and there is for sure a lot of things to do. Okay, I'm gonna share a repository with you guys because I know this group and specifically is very into MVV stuff. Uh, so
Yeah,
for
can
any,
you share it on the MEV channel? We love that shit.
yeah, so there is a Rust. Just give me 1 second because I have to find it. There is a Rust crate. I don't know. Is Rust popular among like MEV bot development? I have to
Let
ask
me
you
tell you
that.
something. Let me tell you something. I have this community for 6 months now, And the only room I never had to post nothing and always kept on going are the MEV and Rust channels, you know. The rest, I need to be there saying shit, but the other ones, so people love Rust and people love MEV.
Then that's check this repository. Um, Alex Stokes is a researcher from the Ethereum Foundation. He's super into MEV, and he has this repository which, if you do Rust, you have plenty of tools in here to do MEV stuff. Like think this creates same towards like MEV boost, non like free thing. How do you say it? Unopinionated code for MEV and MEV boost in general. So check that out and see the current issues. Yeah, I think it's some pretty good place to start. Like for instance, any like working on this repository will count as a like project for the Ethereum protocol fellowship. Like MEV is 100% protocol stuff, even though you're dealing with uh, like application level transactions, like the MEV um, will be enshrined, like PVS will be enshrined into the protocol. So everything counts as protocol development in that sense.
Awesome. And bro, you there now did the fellowship, were involved, you know, in maybe some stages of the protocol. What you see in the future? What's coming up that we don't see? Is it zero knowledge? Is it AI? What do you think?
Oh, that's very hard to say. Even though even with like my project was doing a peer-to-peer connection for the Helios like client. So Helios, if you know, it's a like client implementation in Rust made by Noah Citron from A16Z. So they currently fetch consensus layer data from a provider like Infura or Alchemy. So I worked on developing the actual like libp2p interface with other consensus layer clients, like regular clients. So you get into in the woods and you kind of lost the bigger picture in a way. You you like see specific things or of where this is going. Um, but like in my case, I didn't too much. Like most of my time was debugging networking stuff using libp2p. Which if anyone is interested, I will share the repository of my protocol. Stars are welcome. Thank you. Anyone trying to work on networking? Uh, yeah, this was kind of my project, just implementing a basic peer-to-peer network connection for an Ethereum client. Right now, like, sorry, in Rust, of course. Right now, like, there is no library for doing this. So if anyone does do Rust and is trying to like make a networking library, that's a very much needed thing in this space in general. Lighthouse uses their own implementation for networking. Reth uses their own implementation for networking, and Helios doesn't have one yet, but will probably implement their own. So networking, it's a space that needs a lot of like research still, or maybe some good libraries um, for using them among multiple like clients or parts of the protocol. So yeah,
I want to talk a little bit about something that is a little bit off topic now, but you know, some people never had the
no
chance
problem.
of going to ETH Denver, to these conferences. Can you tell us a little bit of what is the experience of being there and how does it feel like? If it's a lot of hackathon, a lot of talking to people, it's easy to make friends.
Yeah. So well, it's not entirely off topic. Like for those that don't know, the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship, we never met. It was entirely like online, 4 months, with weekly calls with like people you never saw. But at the end, it finished just on September. So a lot of us went there to like, meet and make our final presentations. Sorry, that's something else I need to share, so I will. Um, and September is super cool. I will definitely like to go there again. Um, just next year, I think it's gonna be pretty close to DevCon, so that's not the best time of the year to make another conference. But at the same time, uh, it's a great thing. I mean, if you've never been to some crypto conference, or if you have been to some maybe small crypto, um to one of these, um making friends in crypto in general is, I imagine you already know, like you share a lot of things in common, like everyone is open by default. So it's very easy to make friends. And yeah, I always look forward to meeting new people and making new friends. I don't think it as like networking. Maybe some people do. I just yeah, I think it's fun to have new friends to talk about our daily lives. I mean, we're obsessed with this thing. We're
Yeah,
the whole day thinking about this. Yeah,
fucking crazy, man. And
yeah.
bro, something else I wanted to ask you is you've been really deep into crypto. Like you had a lot of knowledge. There's not really common for the common investor, like protocol level stuff. How did you got started?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I mean, I used to like do uh before my first crypto job, I was doing like regular uh websites, like front end and some back end, like full stack web development. Yeah, I think that's the proper term for it. Um and I don't know. I just saw this. I mean, it's either a blockchain or AI, right? I mean, if you want to work on the latest, you have to choose one of those.
But didn't you did a lucky move on the shitcoin? Like did you went straight to
Oh,
development?
yeah, no, not at all. I mean, I'm definitely not a good investor. I think right now, in that sense, it's only okay. Um, well, as you know or no, I'm from Argentina, so in here it's either local currency doesn't exist, so you depend on other currencies. So there's a lot of crypto adoption here. It's like, yeah, okay, my savings will be in Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. So that's how I think about this in that way. I'm not really a trader. I can't say I didn't buy some Pepe coins, but only because it's so funny.
Yeah, it's true.
I
It's
really
true.
think it's funny, man.
I love those, you know.
But no, I never bought Doge. Um, but for sure, I mean, I understand. I understand that. I mean, it's those things are funny indeed.
Bro, another
Yeah.
picture that I want to paint for people here that maybe not had that chance yet. What is it like to be in a conference or to learn from Gavin Wood?
Yeah. I think that. Okay, wait. So I think the coolest part about that is that you have this sense of like, hey, this guy practically made the thing, and he's like explaining these things to us, and like it's very humbling. Like I'm no one, and I'm like I can be learning from the best, I guess. Or like even information is very free in crypto in general, so you can have posts from everyone. Like, look at this genius developer. Like created the whole, like I've been like with people from like Prism, this Go beacon chain client that are like super respected developers, and they're just people. And I think it's like, yeah, this is so nice. Like no one is on a pedestal. No one is like uh in another level. Like I don't know. I imagine some uh banker guys not really wanting to go to conference and all that. They just are in their own place. In here, I feel this sense of like, yeah, we're all the same. We're all working on this together. So the more the better.
And I have another question for you. I know you love zero knowledge stuff. So can you give us a little bit of a snapshot of what's happening right now in zero knowledge? Because the information that I have is we had these commit review schemes, and we have these now we have CIRCOM, we have these different things, but I don't really know what's happening. What is the status?
Yeah. So I really like. I love zero knowledge. But I'm not really. I can't really give an insight on this, because I'm not like the seasoned developer. I do recommend people that like zero knowledge to at least check this site. It's the privacy and scaling explorations team from the Ethereum Foundation. They have a lot of like applied zero knowledge things. Um, so if you're trying to maybe build your own application, you should check maybe Semaphore. They have guides to guide you through making your application,
But
or maybe other times.
one
Yeah.
question that I have for you, and you don't have to have the answers, okay, is how does is zero knowledge integrated on Ethereum or is zero knowledge another blockchain?
No, it's non-integrated. Everything happens on like either you calculate proofs like outside the chain, of course, or like the only thing that's in the blockchain are the proofs, and like you can verify them. But it's not like in the blockchain. I At least on Ethereum, there may be some other blockchains that have zero knowledge like in protocol. Some like you can make a contract that actually creates a proof, but I'm not really sure how they work. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, I do get it. Really mysterious topic, because you have things like
yeah,
Darknet, right? And they use zero knowledge, right, to the layer two solution, and but it's another blockchain. So at the same time, I don't really know. You have Cairo, so yeah, it's a little bit of a confusing one.
yeah, for sure. I mean, the Starnet team they're doing a great job. So if you're willing to learn some Cairo, you won't get wrong about it. Like Starks are really powerful. Um, but at the same time, like every zero knowledge thing that you start, let's say you want to start learn zero knowledge, you will start learning snarks, and you can do snarks everywhere. I do highly recommend checking out like Noir. Noir is the language being developed by Aztec. It's like a domain-specific language, which if you do Rust, of course, to you're gonna find it like very familiar. It's based on Rust, so I think that's a good one to start learning. At the same time, there's this awesome zero knowledge proof. This is made by Matter Labs, a very important company in the space for zero knowledge stuff. So I think this is a very good guy as well. Um, my disclaimer will be that you definitely gonna deal with some mathematic concepts, but nothing too crazy. Just like if you're a guy that hates math, just I don't know if it's the best, but if you're okay with it, then go for it because it's very interesting, very rewarding. Working on this stuff.
Awesome, bro. I'm gonna open to people to see if they have any questions while they think on their questions. Would you like to leave any thoughts and any message? Because this will be recorded, so would like to leave a message to the future researchers.
Not really. Not really. I think if you're already here, like Thursday, I don't know what time it's in your place. Here it's like 4 p.m. Listening to me, you're in the right place. Um, I really want to thank you for doing this, and like creating this group. I think yeah, very cool stuff will breed from being here. There's
Thank you
so
so
much
much,
like,
bro.
yeah, for sure, man. I think that's type like the best thing someone can be doing is something like this. And staying humble, learning. Yeah, I think that's the only way.
I'm being taken back to the moment where we were having a beer at that Beaver in Cambridge, talking about shit. Remember? And this is just the start, man. And we're gonna do that a lot again. Okay?
Yeah, man. I would love to have some cervezas again, man. So